Hi folks, welcome once again to Gaz Labs, and today I'm assembling these things. I've got quite a few to do, probably got 140, 150 to do ish, I can't remember. We used to send these out as a kit, and we were getting constant reports of screens cracked and that they wouldn't work from the get-go and all of that sort of stuff. So we decided that we would do them in-house and test them. Since we've been doing that, we've had no broken screens, and every single one of them has worked from the get-go, out of hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them. If I said that we'd had probably out of say 1,000 boards, we'd have 140 of these, and possibly one or two faulty ones in the field, out of more than 1,000 of them, then that wouldn't be an underestimation. The same can't be said for the for these things. Actually, the Raspberry Pi, they seem to be more unreliable than the Zum boards. That being said, Jim did do a redesign on these, which has caused a few troubles, in that we needed to have more cases redesigned and remanufactured. And C4 Labs are an absolute brilliant company, and actually done the cases for Jim and for us, now with the new design. And they now eventually they came in, because obviously with all that's going on at the moment, yeah, so the cases now are in. The factories are all closed around the world, and now slowly opening up and getting back on top of things, and the shipping is starting to move a little bit now. So, you know, things are starting to get back to some resemblance of normal. So anyway, what has happened is we've got massive amounts of back orders for these things, and so I've got them at home at the moment rebuilding them. So I thought I'd bring you along for the journey. Well, at least some of the journey. I'm not going to bore you with all of them, because it'd be a boring video. So here you can see my pile of Raspberry Pis here, and I've got a whole stack here of Zum boards. And what I've done is I've broken these up into small batches, because I should imagine if I tried to do all of them at once, I'd have some, I don't know what, it wouldn't be good anyway. My mental health would probably suffer. But I have a beer on the go. I've just watched the NASA launch, which was exciting, and looks like that's gone okay. Rather miraculous that the pod thing made it back, although the live feed on every occasion has gone a bit wonky. So we've never seen one actually land, I don't think. Correct me if I'm wrong, but in the comments below, see if we've actually had one land on video, because I'm not sure. It always seems to be that the live feed goes wrong about that time. So I'm going to get back to doing these. So I'm going to show you what I'm doing. These cases are well thought out. Okay, when you get them, they come in a little stack like this. Okay, what you want to do is you want to turn them upside down, take the elastic band off. Okay, now we come to the painful bit. This is the bottom with the writing on. Okay, once you've got that sort of sorted, everything's good. They're normally in reverse, but I noticed that one's not quite right. Or is it? No, that is definitely the bottom one. That's ever so naughty, isn't it? Anyway, I never mind, it doesn't matter. But normally they're in the reverse. Okay, the worst bit about these is getting this dreaded paper off. It would be kind of nice if they could come in without this paper on. That would be really, really cool. I'm sure it's possible, but I think they leave it on because they don't want to damage the product while it's going across the bed of the laser machine. You know, normally these things are done on pretty big lasers, and if it's an 8x4 bed or something like that, sorry, not an 8x4, it'll be a 3x2 or something like that. That's 3 meters by 2 meter bed, so it's quite, normally they're quite large, and when you're dealing with that sort of size sheets of acrylic, it's really difficult. And if I remember rightly, actually, acrylic comes in 2x1, so sorry, is it 2x1? Yeah, I think normally acrylic comes in 2mm acrylic comes in quite small sort of sizes. You can get bigger sheets, but it's quite a big old thing to do. They used to come in 4x2s as well. That's 4 meters by 2 meters. But when they get to that size, they are really a handful to sort of deal with, and sometimes it's quite a job to get them on the laser machine. So I do sympathise. It used to be my job for a long while. I'm actually qualified CAD technician, and had quite a lot of dealings with CNC machines, either CNC routers or routers, and laser engravers, and rotary engravers, laser engravers, and cutting machines, and even to some degree water jets. So I kind of do feel for them. Okay, so we just get this on, and at this stage, okay, we want to turn it round. That doesn't look right, we want to flip it round, because they are the USB ports. Then we take our board, our Raspberry Pi board, goes on there like that. Just check we're still recording. That just drops on there like that. The wide slot there, and the HDMI slot goes there, which is the smaller slot. Then we want this one here, which is just goes around. Now there is actually, on the Raspberry Pi boards, it can be a bit tight, this one. The finish on the boards is not great in some cases. Sometimes you get a bit of fluff on there, you have to touch it up with a file, but I haven't found any of those yet. Refer to the instructions. These are new cases, so I'm kind of I am actually referring to the instructions a little bit. I'm told that if you put these in water, the paper ones, if you drop them in water and leave them in there for a while, this actually comes off very easily, but I haven't done that. Maybe I should try, see if it saves any time. So he pushes on there like so. Don't know if you can see that. You can see that just pushes on there like that. Try and get my big fat fingers out of the way. There you go. So you can see that. And then we want the little cam shells, or the snail cam shaped ones. They pop on there like so, and hold that front end. Then we need this big one, which goes around that big C-shaped one, which goes around the back. Then we need a big chunky. If we can find him, it's that one, big thick chunky one, which then goes on like so. Oh, and sometimes they're not quite, the laser has not quite blown the core out, so you have to snap it out and then take it out. It's annoying when that happens, but it happens. So he pops on there like so. And then we want another one with a cutout in it. It's that one. Actually, there might be another one in there. No, it is that one. Should have gone with my gut. Right, and now we want, I think it's that one. so, and then we need this board. Now if you're having to put these together, make sure that you only push either side of the screen, do not push on the screen. Okay, that would not be good. Okay, and then once that's down, there you go, it's nice and flat. And then the next one we're after is that one there, I think. You have to hook it underneath the screen first. Let the screw threads drop. That one, that one. You know, you get that feeling you've gone wrong somewhere. Yeah, there you go. Does help when I put it the right way around. And this black one goes on. So more paper peeling, it absolutely gets on your wick. And then we want this one. Sounds like they're having fun outside. It's quite warm here in the UK, so I've got the window open. The trouble with that is you can hear the neighbours, which is not always a good thing. Just give it a rub on the sleeve, like so. Then take me the little cord and then whip that over and pop him in there like so. So sorry, this one's a bit on the boring side, but I thought you'd like to see it, or some people would anyway. And I've got to do this about 150 times. But that's the kind of people we are at the store, so we try and get it looking really, really good. And all of these are tested prior to going out. So there's one done. I've actually done a few, actually, they're already in the bag, but yeah, so there you go. Yeah, so we test these in the store. They leave us tested. They leave us with the screens intact. So we know that when they go out, they're working. And it kind of helps the support at the end of it. So if a customer then rings up and says it's not working, we know that it's some kind of setup that they've done, because we know that they're working from the get-go. Anyway, thanks for watching. So this one's just a bit of an interest based video, and I hope that it was informative. So see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.